live here in a second. Here we go. This is the Half-Ass Podcast, and I've got Chiara Mazzucco with me.
Okay.
And you know what? You're the first person. You're the first person. I don't know if you're familiar with the movie SLC Punk. Are you
I know it. I didn't see it.
Well, I had the director on there, and me and him are fairly decent Facebook friends. Like you and I are. You like all my stuff on Instagram, so apparently you're a fan of.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but but as I am a fan of the IndieChicks.com, that you've got that shit on lockdown. You do. And the Indie Chicks is just amazing. But I forget where I was going. Yeah, but you're the first person I have ever pronounced their name right on air, ever.
I mean, in all fairness, we really did practice.
Well, yeah, we did practice. Thanks for pulling the veil back there a little bit. Thanks for calling me out. That's awesome.
No, but you did a great job.
Yeah.
A lot of people need it. I mean, I'll tell you about, the trauma of growing up in school and people calling me Chicarina and Chiara and every name under the sun but my own. So.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's pretty bad. I grew up with the name of Gary.
Yeah. So everyone always got it right.
Yeah, but think of all the things that name rhymes with right now.
Aww.
Yeah. I memy own father used to pick me up from school calling me Mary Louise. I don't know why. I don't know why he added the Louise part. Maybe he thought it made me a little bit more pretty. But and it kind of did. It kind of did. I'm not.
It's a great alter ego. But yep.
Yeah, I just walk around. Sometimes I steal my wife's panties. I'm not even gonna lie.
I am Mary Louise.
I am Mary Louise. I walk around.
Did I finally join?
Oh, and there's Ryan.
Hi.
So this is Ryan. This is Chiara. Chiara. This is Ryan. Ryan. This is Ryan's first episode of the Half-Ass Podcast.
Oh my God, this is awesome. We're doing this together.
You are doing this together. My other co-host John. As I explained to you, Ryan just cut out. As I just explained to you, John has a 3-year-old daughter, and he is a very great father. And one of these things had to fall by the wayside, and the podcast was it. And don't blame him. I would have kicked him out. So I got this piece of shit, Ryan.
Cool.
Yeah. Ryan, this is Chiara Mazzucco. She is the writer of The 9 Mirages of Love. She is the owner and CEO of the IndieChicks.com and ChiaraMazzucco.com.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's there. It exists.
She is probably one of the most talented people we've had on this show.
Whoa.
Since Ryan showed up.
You can hear me, Gary.
And he can't hear us, so he's just gonna.
Technology.
Can you hear us, Ryan?
Son of a gun.
This is why we call it the Half-Ass Podcast. Absolutely, 100% the reason why. Because, and you know what the funny thing is? We actually practiced for a week, making sure he had all his shit set up and he knew what to do.
You might maybe text him and tell him to restart his computer, because sometimes when you have Skype or anything that's on, that usually breaks Google+.
Yeah, I think he's. I'm texting him right now and telling him to stop pounding his keyboard. Check his settings, maybe. And this is a good reason why for the last week we were setting this up. Anyway, so let's just mute Ryan here. I just how do I mute Ryan here? All right, so I can't mute Ryan. That's amazing. Technology's fun. Oh, there we go. Mute. And I got Ryan gone. Where were we? Oh, you're the CEO of the IndieChicks.com. You are a writer of The 9 Mirages of Love. Now, I asked you this off air, right? You were 25 when you wrote the Nine Mirages. And I read the comments. I haven't read the book. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass. I haven't read the book. But I did went and read all the comments. It's a very popular book. It really is.
I mean, I mean, it's been out for, 3-4 years now. So, I mean, it's definitely, we did a book tour for it and everything. So it's gotten some reads. A lot of it, I am grateful for the Indie Chick platform that grew to the size that it did, and enabled us to kind of, pass our products through that funnel.
Oh, we're getting a thumbs up. Can you hear us, Ryan?
I finally can hear you. I hate computers. All
right. Well, okay. So anyway, another introduction. Chiara, this is Ryan. Ryan, this is Chiara. Chiara was explaining to us about her book, The Nine Mirages of Love. I was explaining to her why we are called the Half-Ass Podcast, and you demonstrated that eloquently. Just eloquently. So, but yeah, I was reading. I mean, your audience is mostly women, right?
Mostly, but you know what? We actually have a pretty large male readership.
Do you?
Yeah, we do. All three of the main indie chicks, we've all had our own followings, through our own writings before. My partner, Crystal, is also an author, Confessions of a Cheating Bitch, where she...
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah. So we have our own followings, and I think the reason that our writing resonates so much with guys as well is just that we kind of lay things out legit. Like we say the way things are. When women act crazy, we say you're acting crazy. Pull your shit together, and start over or whatever it is, And then with guys, we kind of are able to put into words what it is that women like us, or women that they may be interested in, that are hardworking, independent, and self-empowered or whatnot, what they're looking for in a guy. So we kind of have this huge male readership that supports our writing, and kind of just supports us. So it's really cool.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's really neat. What would you say a strong-willed, independent guy is looking for in a woman?
A strong-willed...
I'm sorry. I got that confused. A strong-willed, independent woman is looking for in a guy. Sorry. Again, that's podcast.
I've actually written a few articles about this. I think that women like that look for a guy that will support them, who will empower them, who will let them be and develop as they're meant to, as opposed to trying to control. I think a healthy relationship, all in all, is supposed to be, two people just kind of joining lives, and living parallel to each other, not combining and becoming this clusterfuck of a mess, but supporting each other and helping one another grow. I think women that are strong-willed and independent kind of just want a guy that's gonna, be there for them, believe in them, challenge them, push them, because that's really what women want. They want to be challenged. They don't want some deadbeat that's sitting on the couch. They also don't want some doormat who's just gonna whatever you want, I'm your fucking slave. Women like that need someone who's constantly active and constantly
doing something
involved.
But not physically pushing them. When you said push them, do not physically push them.
Don't physically push
them. No.
And not constantly nagging.
No, exactly. You're pushing them. You're pushing them to be the best versions of themselves, and then they do that in return. So.
Yes, and you know what? And that's the thing is, like Ryan said, people confuse that for nagging sometimes. And in my experience, when you think somebody's nagging at you, it's usually your own insecurities popping up, saying, "Yeah, why are they nagging at me?" Well, you're kind of a piece of shit who needs to be nagged at a little bit. But
at the same time, I think nagging is I hate nagging. One of the things we push for our girls is don't be that fucking nagger. Don't be that girlfriend that's nah, 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 I want that. Don't do that, because either you're trying to make like a puzzle piece fit where it doesn't fucking belong.
Yeah, a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly. Like either that or like you're right. You have your insecurities. You're trying to make this something that it's not. And like that's really what it boils down to, because when you find someone, you know, that's really a good fit for you, and you push each other to be better people, but not pushing each other. You do that in a positive way, and you're supportive, and you're like, you know, call each other out on your bullshit, as opposed to being like, you know, you should really be a better person, or you should really improve because that really sucks. That's not the kind of a fucking relationship anyone wants to be in. I don't want to be in.
So basically, if we had to boil this down to bare bones, what you're saying is, if he has a small dick, don't point and laugh. Just turn off the lights.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying, Harry. You get me. That's exactly what I'm
Boil it down to bare bones. Just right there. That's it. And I'm gonna make that my new tagline. If he has a small dick, don't point and laugh. Just turn off the lights.
Right.
So how long?
Exactly.
How long has the Indie Chick been going around for now?
We just turned 3 a couple months ago, so we have been live for
I was gonna say since 2012.
2012, May 2012. And it's been kind of like this constant evolution. It's been really rad and has developed and gone up and down. And you know, we had a podcast for a while. Actually, we had a good amount of episodes, but that went under construction because we also published a magazine that was nationally distributed. So we were trying to do like all this just way too much shit.
Yeah, too much. Yeah.
Too much shit. But the podcast was really fun too. So.
Oh yeah, I love it. And like I said, most people ignore us, but you know that's not why. That's not why I do it. We don't do it to be listened to. We do it.
Well, I don't ignore you, so that's what counts.
Well, you know what? Because you're pretty fucking awesome, and I gotta say that. I mean, now this leads me to a second question. So you're finding success, right? You're finding success. Do you believe you're helped or hindered by the fact that you're a very attractive woman, and your other writers are probably very attractive women also? Now, I'm not trying to detract from the fact that you're smart. You're beyond smart, but do you think that the fact that if you had like a bigger nose and a couple warts and spots, do you think you'd be as successful as you are right
now? So this is, I appreciate the way you worded that, because I've been asked everything, like I've been asked that question in different kind of ways.
I'm sure, yes.
But like, you're so attractive, why not just find yourself a man? I actually had an interview that was literally like in those words, and I was like,
see ya.
Yeah, fuck that person. That person needs rectal cancer.
Right. So when I don't say, I'm not the type to like, what, you think I'm pretty? Oh my God, I've never heard that. Thank you, I appreciate that. Early on, I realized that I got very lucky with the DNA roulette, and my parents their magical genes, and a lot of times I would get complimented. Oh my God, you're so pretty. Thank you. You're so pretty. Thank you. What am I fucking thanking you for? So I went out of my way to really, really create something where I could literally just, on a silver platter be like, look what I created.
Yes.
Now, comment. Now,
look past all that beauty this is what I can do, not just a pretty face.
Exactly. So to answer your question, it's helped and hurt me. It's helped in a way that I've been able to become, actually, let me start with, it's hurt me because I've had to try twice as hard, 3 times as hard to, make a point. If I'm talking about self-esteem, for example, a lot of people are like, well, what the fuck does she know about self-esteem? Like, look at her,
yeah.
And for me, it's like, I posted a picture on Instagram of me in, like, bathing suit and being like, body issues, body image issues aren't like, relative to what you actually look like. Every woman has them. And I know it's hard to believe, but the hurdles are the same for everyone. So it's definitely made it harder for me to, like, have to, like, prove myself and prove, like, no, I know what it means to, like, fucking hit rock bottom and need to build yourself up. And then it's helped me in the way that I've been able to, people have looked at me like, oh my God, how do you do your makeup? Oh my God, this and that. So I've started to kind of get, like, people that are interested in me as a person. And then I've used that to kind of funnel you know, and be like, okay, great, and here's all my content, and, you know, what do you think? So it's kind of like helped and hurt in both ways. But it's definitely there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can understand. I can understand what you're saying is it gets you the attention you need,
Right.
But it
also
won't
keep it. Just like in any relationship, you can hook up because you're attracted to someone, but if the personality and the hard work and the passion's not there, looks get, personality keep. Like
exactly.
I could look whatever the hell I want to look like, but if I don't actually have something to give you after the fact, like, then what's the fucking point?
Exactly, right. and I agree 100% and completely. Now I want to get to my real question. All that was just fluff. All that was just getting it out of the way. This is my real question. I've asked every single guest I've ever had, from actors to directors to writers, and you literally are probably not only the first woman to ever answer this question, but the first mother, definitely the first.
Oh.
So, and you're getting this too, Ryan. So
yes, I know.
I would like to know. All right, let me give you the backstory a little bit. There's been a zombie outbreak of 5-year-olds. There's an infinite amount of 5-year-olds. You're defending the playground by yourself, and the 5-year-olds, they all want this playground. An infinite wave of 5-year-olds want this playground, and you have to defend it for some reason. Unbeknownst to you. So, how many 5-year-olds could you take? Could you fight? Could you kill? Could you stop?
Wait, do I have any tools?
You have whatever your imagination grants you.
And this is the kill shot, like head on.
Yeah, but just hand tools. No cars, no vehicles, no air. No, you have a gun, but whatever rounds that gun carries. Your hands, your feet, you can have chairs, you can have sticks, you can have another 5-year-old. I mean,
That's good. So if it was bare hands, it would probably only be one, because I can barely get my 3.5 non-zombie son like off of me when he decides that, you know, it's playtime, you know. So if it's bare hands, then I obviously would not use, you know, a huge pole against my 3.5-year-old son as a, you know, weapon. So with my bare hands, maybe one. Maybe one, yeah. But if, you know, if I was started to get creative, I mean, I work really well under pressure, and I, you know, was able to set up some booby traps and shit. I mean, you know, the first round at least. I mean, I don't know if like I could fucking survive a 5-year-old apocalypse by myself, but you know, waves.
So you would tell me you do like a 300 type where you build up like a wall with dead 5-year-olds and then funnel them into the hot gate, so to speak, and just murder them one by one. So
actually, that's not a bad idea. That's probably where my head would go. Like I, you know, would try to figure out some kind of a funnel situation.
Just a kill box. So,
but you know what? That's only round one, because you know I've seen the movies. You get that round one, and then all of a sudden the little assholes come from behind you and on top, and then you're fucked. So, yeah, no, one round.
So you heard it here first. Chiara will murder 5-year-old children. Totally taking that out of context. But no, it's a pretty fun game. It's a pretty fun game because 5-year-olds are assholes. I mean, they are. They're assholes. And that's the end of this. Never met a 5-year-old I like. I've had 2 of them.
Good.
All right, Ryan. All right, we're going to ask you. You haven't played this game yet. We're going to ask you, how many 5-year-olds can you fight and make it quick, because we're not interested in you.
Let's just say 4. I don't know.
4 you don't know?
Yeah, 4, sure.
Okay, Ryan can murders. Oh, cat ass. Ryan can murder.
I don't matter. Murder cat ass.
Just straight murder. And how would you beat them, Ryan? With your wiener?
Sure.
Ryan would mushroom stamp 5-year-olds.
You just took this to a whole level.
Because you've got the playground scenario and all that stuff.
You're perverted. I don't even want to listen to you anymore, Ryan. You're so perverted. It's just nasty. It's so nasty. So, all right, yes, and you know one more question before we go. One more question, and this is is your inbox, your social media inbox, just completely full of dick
Yes.
all the time?
Not all the time. It goes through waves. I don't know in relation to what. I don't know if it's like star alignment or what it is. But yes, I tend to actually go. There's a lot of people on Instagram that don't go and read their direct messages. I do because I never know what's coming. And I'm like, oh, this guy looks nice. Like, well, I don't know. He's a business owner. Cool. Like, let's open it. Wow, that's a fucking dick pic. Like, literally, I posted about this on my Facebook, and I said, like, my Instagram inbox is a mix of, like, business inquiries, whatever, like, random questions and stuff, and dick pics. It's the weirdest mix. It has, like, an identity crisis every day.
If you had to do a ratio, what's the ratio between business inquiries and dick pics on?
Luckily, a lot more business inquiries.
No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a woman. I couldn't be a woman on Instagram. It just, to me, it'd feel like it would be like the reverse of a hot dog vendor. Instead, I'd have all these hot dog vendors throwing their hot dogs at me as I just stood still. I mean, that's
really what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. And I think dick pics is like one of the funniest, topics ever, just because of like what goes through a guy's mind. He sends his dick, and it's like he expects the girl to be like, oh.
Yeah, what are you going to accomplish with that?
Exactly. It's like a light comes from.
Yeah.
Here, you can take the screen and do something with it, but it's not there.
But even so, it's like as if girls don't respond to that visual. They're not like, whoa, beautiful cock, gotta drop everything I'm doing and just go find him and be on top of him. Like that's
I gotta use that thing to punch the back of my throat real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, like, God, that looks so awesome. I really want that in my mouth. Like, that's not what women, that's not how we think. That's not how our body functions.
No, that's got to be photoshopped.
And dicks don't look good. I'm sorry,
exactly,
but dicks don't look good. They're not visually aesthetic as, like, I never get vaginas in my inbox. Never. I get business inquiries all the time. Hey, put me on your show, or hey, I'm a starting model and I would really love to be on your. No. Send me a vagina pic, ladies. All right, that's how you get my attention.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just a spread eagle. No, I got it.
Yeah. Butt plugs, make it look like a Georgia O'Keeffe painting. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, it's definitely not appealing for us women.
No, I don't understand. That's why I feel sorry. That's what I feel sorry for you all about is, and women in general, is if they do social media, it's just got to be a rape-filled experience. I mean, it's just got to be horrible.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're getting into at any time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty. And I don't want to use the word conservative, but I'm going to because I don't have a better word for it. But with the way I post, like, my pictures, I'll have some that are body shots or whatever, but there are a lot of women that, like, are way more, a lot of models and stuff like that. And the craziest thing is the comments that are left on these pictures are so ridiculous and so, like, I'm lucky. I don't post I don't post bikini shots. That's just not my brand. But I'm not against it. I mean, if I had a bikini body, I would fucking do it all the time. But, like, I go and I'm reading these comments, and I'm just sitting there going, like, what? Like,
yeah.
Unbelievable. And it's just completely covered in it. It's unbelievable.
And I got to say to you, especially on your Instagram, that's where I followed you at, and your Instagram is not full of people who use emoji or emoticons. There is some, but mostly people write out their words, and that is a rarity. You never see an eggplant followed with the little fucking squirty sign, which bugs the fuck out of me. It bugs the fuck out of me.
I didn't even know that combination existed, man.
I was like, oh, hey, you know what? You're so hot, you're making me come right here on Instagram. I'm like,
yeah, emoji. That's so great.
I hate it. I hate anybody who uses emoji to talk most of their text language deserves to walk into the ocean right now with, like, carrying a bowling ball in each hand.
Jesus. I mean, I
get it. With Jesus. Go with Jesus. Go with Jesus. Let him take the wheel and you're driving 100. I don't give a shit. But other than that, I think we're done. This is how we do. We're not very professional.
That's cool. This was awesome.
As you can tell with my late coming.
That's okay. It was your first time. That's fine.
I'm pretty sure she said that exact sentence before. Pretty sure she said that exact sentence before.
I did not. Oh my god, I totally did not mean that. FYI, that was not like. Don't look at me like that. I didn't do that.
Pretty sure she said that sentence too. Didn't mean it like that. Don't look at me.
Okay, I'm going down a wormhole. I'm gonna stop.
It's okay. It's your first time. Come on. Don't look at me. I didn't mean it like that. You did fine.
No need to sugarcoat it.
I like you. You make me laugh. You make me laugh. Turn on the light. You make me laugh. Let's just go to a movie. Forget about it. All right. Well, this is the Half-Ass Podcast. Check out indiechicks.com. Go and get a copy of The 9 Mirages of Love. Tell Ryan he fucking sucks. Oh, yes, my God. Man. This is the last time he's on the Half-Ass Podcast because, you know what? I'll give him one more shot. Check out check us out on Stitcher. Find us on
Tumblr,
whatever, everywhere, anywhere. Just type in the Half-Ass Podcast. I don't give a shit about you people. Anyway, we got Chiara Mazzucco. Thank her very much for coming on and dealing with our fucking idiocy. And you know, even though she thinks Ryan's okay for his first time.
Yeah.